They are technically a protected species under Chinese law. There have been occasional reports of fishermen catching and selling them on the black market. Some amazing video there. We want to thank you for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News Live at 5. Now, Lori and Greg have a preview of Live at 5:30 for you.
And we're running a lot of these generators and turbines at maximum capacity, trying to get that water through the system to get ready for that rainfall coming in.
Tennessee Valley authorities preparing for heavy rain over the next couple of days. What they're saying not to do because of the forecast. Plus,
we cannot stress enough the importance of avoiding high water.
Tropical depression Cindy has become deadly and is moving inland. See the damage and where the system's heading next. Eyewitness News Live at 5:30 starts now.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News Live at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Greg Glover.
And I'm Lori Mitchell, in for Cindy Sexton tonight. Damaging winds and heavy rain in the aftermath of Tropical Depression Cindy.
The system is bringing floody rains even from East Texas through the Florida Panhandle. Forecasters say the storm will continue to cause problems as it pushes inland. We have team coverage of that storm tonight. Chief Meteorologist Paul Barris is tracking the system, while Channel 3's Michelle Herron tells us how the storm's affecting weather here. We begin, though, with Paul.
Thanks, Greg. We're going to take a look right now at the radar, and over the past couple hours or so, these showers are moving straight out of Alabama over North Georgia, Dade County, Walker County, getting hit very hard again. Now, we had some pretty good rains earlier on, but this is another swath that's moving by. As a matter of fact, still out in Sand Mountain, Lookout Mountain in Alabama, some really heavy rain. Southern part of Walker County, northern part of Chattooga County get hit pretty hard too. Here's that area of rain. Another big batch is moving off just to the west of Atlanta, and that's moving north, so that's going to cover a lot of North Georgia later on tonight. So a lot more rain, a big swath too out near Little Rock, heading towards Memphis. This is the center of the storm right in here. I want to show you a rapid refresh model. This is a very short term, only goes out about 15 hours or so, but it's very accurate. And it puts out where the rain's going to be coming up around 8. So big swath of rain around 8 o'clock tonight, and then by about 10 o'clock, it starts to leave the viewing area, pushes off to the north and east. By 11 o'clock, it's pretty much out of here except for the Blue Ridge. And then overnight, the rain will be over with, at least for a while, and then probably right into the morning too by about 8:30 or so. We're going to have some dry weather coming in. And then later on tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, we'll see more rain start to move our way. I've got the complete 7-day forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Paul. The Tennessee Valley Authority is already taking steps in anticipation of more rain we're expected to get over the next couple of days by lowering some lake levels to create room for all that extra water.
Channel 3's Michelle Herron explains how this may impact your weekend plans.
Water levels at several Tennessee lakes have already been lowered, including here at Chickamauga, as well as Nickajack and Watts Bar. But even after the rain clears out of our area, TVA says the danger on the water remains. As raindrops fall and water levels rise, boaters like Michael Porter take notice.
It's just relaxing, it's fun, it's exciting, it's you know, it's a lifestyle, not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle.
With 18 years of experience on the lake, Porter knows his way around Chattanooga's waterways.
You know, this is a flooded section of the Tennessee River, and when the water levels are low, you've got to watch out for sandbars. You know, there's a lot of shallow spots, so you just got to be aware whenever the water's up and when it's down.
This week, TVA's River Forecast Center has been busy preparing Tennessee River waterways for runoff from Tropical Storm Cindy.
And we're running a lot of these generators and turbines at maximum capacity, trying to get that water through the system to get ready for that rainfall coming in.
Everett and his team at TVA update their plan every 6 hours, monitoring the forecast and ready to make changes if needed. Even when the storm moves out of the area, he wants those who plan to go out on the water this weekend to know what to expect.
Be mindful of the flows and elevations being kind of outside of the normal ranges that we normally see.
Whether you're boating, kayaking, or tubing on the water, Porter knows higher levels mean a bigger chance for debris.
But you've got to watch out for a lot of debris. There'll be floating logs, you know, a lot of litter from the bank will wash out in the water, so you gotta be real careful.
You can stay up to date with real-time water level updates from TVA. We have a link to that posted on WRCBTV.com. Reporting in Hamilton County, I'm Michelle Herron, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
And you can stay updated on tropical depression, Cindy, if you download the WRCB weather app. That's where we have our storm tracker, and it's free for Android and iPhone.
State investigators believe someone deliberately started a fire at a Walker County business Tuesday night. The fire started around 11 p.m. at the Hammond Jones hardware store that's on North Main Street in Lafayette. A customer driving by noticed smoke coming from the side of the building. He ran to the Lafayette Police Department, and an officer tried to put out the flames using a fire extinguisher. Firefighters arrived a short time later. Investigators are offering a $10,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
Because the way it was set at the bottom and ran up the wall, and of course there's no power source or outlets near that location.
Anyone with information should call the Georgia Arson Hotline or the Lafayette City Police, and those numbers can be found on our website.
Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam's heading to Europe next week, trying to recruit more foreign investment into the volunteer state. Haslam and Economic Community Development Commissioner Bob Rolfe plan to visit the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Sweden, Finland, and Germany. They are scheduled to leave Monday, return June 30th. We'll keep you updated on their trip at WRCBTV.com.
Haslam has signed a new bill into law that promotes the use of Tennessee's world-famous Ocoee River. The law is aimed to support outdoor sports, tourism, and economic development for the popular whitewater venue. And it allows recreational water releases on the river so all activities and rafting companies can continue.
EPB Fiber Optics is hosting a telethon tonight to help raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's part of the Neighbors Helping Neighbors fundraising effort in East Tennessee. It begins at 7, ends after just an hour, 7 to 8. You'll see a familiar face there, our own Cindy Sexton. You can participate. Learn how at WRCBTV.com. Coming up next and live at 5:30, hate your job, looking for a change?
Well, our consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker says there is a better way to job hunt this week. We'll explain coming up.
Another batch of rain is spreading across North Georgia, heading towards southeast Tennessee. And then it looks like we'll get a little bit of a break in this rain before another batch comes in tomorrow night. All the details coming up.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News traffic sponsored by CHI Memorial. Schedule an annual wellness checkup today at one of our more than 30 locations. Visit chimemorialmedicalgroup.org to find a physician near you.
Chattanooga Police, we're going to get a few accidents out of your way. One on Hickson Pike at Longview Drive. Also look out for one DuPont Parkway there at North Access. And also an accident working Broad Street at West 25th. Still seeing some delays, I-24, especially in the eastbound lanes. View traffic there near Germantown. Eastbound traffic from downtown to 75. Commute time right now about 14 to 16 minutes. From the US 101 Information Center, it's Mo with your Eyewitness News traffic.
Mo, thank you very much. Here's a quick traffic note for you to add on to that. Wilcox Tunnel is going to be closed. It's closed today and tomorrow from 8:30 until 4. Just routine maintenance going on there. Detours are posted.
And if you plan to travel for the 4th of July, you'll be in good company. AAA predicts a record 44.2 million people will travel at least 50 miles from home for the holiday weekend. AAA says most will travel by car, and with the 4th falling on a Tuesday, some workers will get a 4-day weekend, making a road trip more inviting, also because of lower gas prices. Airline travel for the holiday is also expected to rise for the 8th straight year.
And Americans are expected to spend more on food for cookouts and picnics celebrating the 4th of July this year. An annual survey by the National Retail Federation says all of us are going to spend more than $7 billion on food for the holiday. 66% of those surveyed plan to take part in a cookout or a picnic, spending an average of $73 per person. A lot more going on there than hot dogs and buns. It's up $2 from last year.
And it's already time to start planning which fireworks show you'll want to go to. Since 4th of July falls on a Tuesday this year, displays will begin as early as next Friday. Here's a look at some of the most popular shows in our area. Pops on the River will be July 3rd at 8 o'clock. Then fireworks will shoot off at Heritage Point Park in Dalton on the 4th. That's at 9:30. And at the same time, people in Cleveland can watch a show at the Bradley Square Mall. You can visit our website, WRCBTV.com, for a complete list of dates, times, and locations. Still to come on Live at 5:30, there's a way to hunt for a new job that's better than those job search websites.
We'll tell you about Google Jobs next.
So I depend on Sorensen, which requires high-speed internet. I upload a lot of music videos for the deaf and the hard of hearing. With EPB, I upload and I'm done. It's just the fastest internet connection that I've had, and I will never go back. Never. There's never been a time that I've had to call or even email that I haven't gotten an answer right away. I love my EPB.
Good news tonight for people looking for a job. According to the website Recruitix, there's an average of 181,000 job openings available every single month.
And how do you find those openings? Most job hunters turn to the internet. Of course, there are lots of job websites from which to choose. Well, our consumer technology reporter, Jamie Tucker, says there's a new jobs site better than all the rest, and it shouldn't be much of a surprise.
Of course it's easier to find a job than it used to be with the websites like Career Builder, Jobs.com, Monsters.com, and now Google. Let me tell you something. Google is making the job hunt easier than it's ever been before.
Just go to Google and type jobs. That's it. If you're logged into Google, you will see a list of jobs near you that they've pulled from all those job search websites like Career Builder and others, but it also searches through company job openings posted to their websites. Google has job categories to narrow things down to sales and retail, human resources, science and engineering. You can narrow things down further by title, date posted, company type, employer. You can search other cities. If you're planning a move to Dallas, just type jobs in Dallas. Let's take a look at this opening for an executive assistant in Dallas. It was listed by ZipRecruiter 2 days ago. It's the complete job listing, has a link to reviews of the company from current and past employees. And it puts the company on a map to show you your commute time to that job. And it gets even better. Once you type in a search for a position, city, employer, whatnot, you can turn on job alerts. And when a matching job is posted, you will get an alert sent to your email address.
Those other websites don't seem to be getting every job posting the way that Google Jobs does. And best of all, especially if you're looking for work, it is free. Just make sure your boss isn't peeking over your shoulder while you're looking at it. Nothing. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
In addition to all that information, Google will also show a map of the location of the company and show you an approximate commute time. The search engine works on a computer and on your smartphone. Let's head back over to the Storm Alert Center because everybody's thinking about weather today. Paul, most popular guy in the building right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, but it wasn't pretty either. A lot of clouds. This is the visible satellite photo, and the clouds just sitting right over us. Now, there are some breaks in the clouds over Mississippi, and that could lead to some big thunderstorms, too. The center of the storm right now, Tropical Storm Cindy, or Tropical Depression Cindy, is not too far from Shreveport, Louisiana. It's going to head off towards the north and stay north of us. At least the center of it will, but it's very weak center right now. But it's still pumping up a lot of moisture from the Gulf. And you can see all this moisture still flowing our way. A big swath of rain now from Chattanooga all the way down into Walker County. Chattooga County still out over Sand Mountain, Lookout Mountain in Alabama, pushing off towards the north. So this whole swath will move by. And believe it or not, there's more where that came from. So this is the one swath here, more down over the eastern part of Alabama, moving to the north. There is a tornado watch south of Huntsville, all the way down to about the Gulf Coast near New Orleans, and big thunderstorms still blasting away along the Mississippi River Valley. Currently, temperatures really haven't gone up that much. They're holding steady. 77 in Cleveland and in the city. It's 75 in Dalton and 75 in Athens and Blue Ridge, 74 in Murphy. Winds are out of the south-southeast at about 6. 77 was the high, too. 71 was the overnight low, so a little spread there. And we knew that would happen. We predicted 76 and 71. And about almost 9/10 of an inch of rain at the airport so far. Over 2 inches in Scottsboro, about 1 3/4 inches in Fort Payne. Lafayette, almost 1.5 inches, with a 1/2 inch out near Dalton, Calhoun, Chatsworth, and Tryon. Cleveland at about 6/10. Lakeside, Soddy Daisy, 1.1, 1.4 in Red Bank, 1.3 Mowbray Mountain, 2.3 Signal, though. North Chattanooga right here at Channel 3, 1 inch, and Trenton had 1.1, while Lookout Mountain, 1.6, and almost 1 inch near Ringgold, with 4/10 Athens, 10 Mile, Riceville, Delano, and Turtletown, all the way up to Murphy at 2/10, but 1 inch up near Cagle Mountain, Jasper 1.1, and Colemount 1.2, Dunlap close to 9/10. Again, tomorrow morning there could be some brief showers, then we'll get some breaks in the afternoon, and then it looks like another swath of heavy rain, heavy rain, and maybe some thunderstorms coming in for Friday night. And then Saturday, things start to get a lot better. It starts to improve with that northerly wind coming out, high pressure building in right into Sunday, and some pretty nice weather right into Monday, too. It's just the total amount of rain that'll probably fall. Like I told you yesterday, about 1 to 3 inches, and that's probably a good bet. Excuse me. Tonight, 72 with showers and maybe a thunderstorm. Tomorrow, 84 showers. It's going to be windy though. A southerly wind, about 15 to 25 and gusty. Could have some thunderstorms late in the day. Better chance for thunderstorms tomorrow night with 74 and southerly winds. Here's that 7-day forecast. We've got temperatures climbing up. Well, we'll get it here sooner or later. It should pop up anytime now. Oh my, it doesn't want to pop up. So we'll just stop there, and for some reason the computer's locked on me, and it doesn't want to go.
It's going to clear up by the weekend. That's a good thing because Sunday we have to give a house away.
Sunday looks good, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and even in next Thursday look fantastic. You're going to love it. We've got the 7-day coming up at 6.
It'll be a nice break from the rain.
Yep.
Paul, thanks. Coming up next and live at 5:30, a new Republican health care bill is out.
But it is gaining attention in a negative way. We will explain why there is a fight on the Senate floor and what Senator Bob Corker has to say about the proposal next.
What the Tech is brought to you by
Gig City's only local provider of the fastest internet and sharpest HD TV, EPB Fiber Optics.
Today, Republican Senate leaders revealed their health care plan, but it's already coming under fire, even from members of their own party.
NBC's Blaine Alexander's in Washington to bring us more on what's in the plan and whether or not it'll pass.
The bitter back and forth over health care taking center stage on the Senate floor.
Let us right now, Democrats and Republicans, sit down and try to come up with a bipartisan bill.
If I thought that was a sincere offer, I would take it in a minute, in a New York minute. But it's not.
Senate will be in order.
And the fight spilling into the halls of Congress.
I worked all my life with my disability, but I'm not rich enough to keep my daughter alive without Medicaid.
Senate Republicans unveiling their secretly written health care plan, but with 4 GOP senators saying they oppose the bill, it may already be doomed.
We're afraid that when we read the bill, that it actually looks like a reiteration or a keeping of Obamacare.
The bill keeps the structure of Obamacare, not a full repeal. The changes gradually deepening cuts to Medicaid and repeals for individual and employer mandates. What does it keep? Coverage for pre-existing conditions. States cannot opt out, and kids can remain on their parents' insurance until age 26. The plan would also give tax credits based on income.
The Medicaid expansion, gone. Ripped up and flushed down the toilet.
Republican leaders and the president say this is just a draft with plenty of time for changes.
A little negotiation, but it's going to be very good.
But the clock is ticking. Republican leaders want this passed before July 4th. Blaine Alexander, NBC News, Washington.
Much more on the health care bill tonight on Nightly News and here on Eyewitness News at 11.
Senator Bob Corker did release this statement about the draft of the new health care proposal. It says, in part, under the current health care system, families face rising costs and have limited choices. He added Congress has a responsibility to resolve these issues. He goes on to say he will make a final decision based on whether the legislation is better than what is in place today, referring to the Affordable Care Act. Heart disease is the nation's #1 killer of women, yet it often goes undiagnosed. Some women avoid doctors because of their insecurities. Nearly half of 1,000 surveyed women say they had postponed or canceled a doctor's visit because they wanted to lose weight first. One doctor says female patients often face gender stigma.
Women are more often told to lose weight rather than actually take a medication or do something that would be helpful to their health.
A quarter of women said having heart disease would be an embarrassment because others would assume the woman was not eating healthy or exercising. Coming up next at 5:30, a happy ending to the show.
This little guy is in training to do something on the baseball field that it's not maybe a familiar technique to his kind. We'll show you what he's working on next. The Frisco Rough Riders, that's a minor league baseball team in Texas, have a team member they've been working with for a little while now. Something seems a little off, though. You be the judge. Brooks is the Rough Riders' bat dog in training. Not like a superhero. No, he's supposed to go get that bat. He's a good boy, but he's not very good at retrieving the bat. He hasn't quite gotten the hang of the duties on the field. He just likes to play. Not hard to see why he has a minor league contract. But you don't want to get in his way because he'll take you right out. Well, that guy was in the base path anyway, huh? He has boundless enthusiasm, no problem doing anything but, you know, running home. Will he score? You got to touch the plate, Brooks. They didn't let him touch the plate. Now he'll go back and try that bat duty again. Good job, Brooks. Good boy. Now, here's David and Lori.
Thank you, Greg. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6.
We heard a